Hello and welcome to my radio controlled 1 to 200 scale Trumpeter Titanic build. Now the first job that I needed to get on with was drilling the 1278 portholes out, which for some reason I decided would be best to drill out by hand, so let's get into it. I started by drilling all the portholes with a 1.1mm drill bit. That's because the smallest porthole of the ship is 1.1mm. You'll also notice that I've got a piece of cardboard just over the end of the drill, so that if I slip, the cardboard takes the brunt of any sort of popping through, etc. Now, the portholes in the Titanic are not identical. They increase in size as you move up the decks, and they decrease in size nearer to the bow and the stern. For historical accuracy, I managed to find a brilliant drawing on the Facebook Trumpeter build page, which provides all the different porthole sizes and positions. One thing I did find was that the starboard side of the Trumpeter model has a fair few errors in regards to porthole positions. And there are also a few doors on the starboard side which also need to be removed, which I'll do later on in the video. I originally only planned to drill the portholes that I wanted lit, but I decided that I would drill them all so they all look the same, and I would black out the ones that I didn't want lit later on. After pilot drilling every porthole, I then went one deck at a time, marking out and drilling every porthole to its correct size, and then adding in portholes that need to be moved and filling portholes that are incorrect. This picture of the stern shows a few portholes which are actually missing completely off the model, so I'm glad I went through the drawing and corrected it. I then countersunk all the drill holes to allow more light to be seen from different angles. I've done this by just gradually stepping up drill bits to about 5 to 6mm. I then moved on to the upper decks, which I again started by pilot drilling. Titanic had a few 24 by 19 inch portholes, which are a sort of squared off oval shape. So after pilot drilling, I stepped my way up to a 2.9mm drill bit, which left a slight ring, which then allowed me to mount the photo etch portholes, which I got from scaled warships. I used a craft knife to square the holes and just tighten them up a little bit, and then I used the 3mm drill bit to widen the hole ever so slightly, just to accept the photo etch. So once I'd finished drilling all the portholes and I was happy with the finish on them, I then went on to start removing some doors on the starboard side which are not meant to be there. To remove the doors, I used a 2mm modelling chisel and found the easiest way was to just do it ever so gently, taking off small bits at a time, and then follow along with some filler afterwards. So that's the doors removed, filled and rubbed down. I then moved on to portholes and rubbed down the filler on those using a 800 wet and dry, followed by a 1200 for a nice smooth finish. And that's about it for this video. In the next video I'll aim to show you how I installed the rudder and prop shafts, and if I get time in that video, hopefully the bow hawse pipe as well, which I'm going to be replacing. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, that way you stay up to date with any videos I upload in future. Cheers.